Hey guys, welcome back to Black Emerald Group. My name is Sia, callsign Echo04. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not chucking out a lot of video content. We have been busy. I've been personally busy with a lot of my DJing and my gigging, so I just haven't had time to be playing Airsoft. I know the others have got their issues with their families and busy with their lives, but we will be going to do a little bit more games. I personally will be doing a game this March. It's a private game in the former Gloucester prison. It's a milsim type of game. We call it day sim. We're going to be doing that. I will be recording it, so I will definitely be chucking out videos on that one. But today I'm going to be talking about briefly, it's going to be a two-part video. First I'm going to talk about my DAS GBLS after 2 years of owning it, and what my expectations were and are right now of it. And also the EPM Mags by PTS. It's their version of the P Mags for the DAS. What's good about it, what's bad about it. So, let's talk about this. This is my DAS. I'll put the video review in the link below so you can check out the full video. I'm not going to go into details, but briefly it's got the PTS stock on here, a real EOTech EXP1, the Daniel Defense license rails, and the semi-clone invisible sight PEC 15 with the real illuminators and IR, blah blah blah, and my Surefire can. Okay? So, and the cheapy hand grip. So, what's my feel about it after owning it so far? First of all, the gun is great. At first it was perfect. I've never had any issues. I still don't have any issues with it now. It's just a few gripes I would have. First gripe is the recoil, I would say, is not as exact as I would have thought to be on a gas blowback. Gas blowback's just got a little bit more of a kick. I've got 3 gas blowbacks. I'll put the links to the videos down below. It's just got a little bit more kick to it, which is a shame, because I really, for £1,000 you're paying, just over £1,000 you're paying for a gun, you want that. But at the end of the day, it's great. It's an electric gun, it's an all-weather gun, it works perfectly fine. I believe you can get a heavy recoil buffer and bolt carrier group, but you're not supposed to pair them together, it's one or the other. But my friend, he had the heavy buffer, and heavy bolt carrier, and that was, I felt, just right for the recoil on close to a gas blowback, which I might get down the line, but for £500 right now, it's not worth it in my opinion. It's a lot of money for a piece of metal, especially when we're going through a recession and this whole energy crisis, as I can't justify that. My second gripe is barrel wobble, if you can see it on here. There you go. Now, people saying tighten the barrel nut. I have been tightening the barrel nut, but again, this is a DAS. It has heavy recoil, does loosen itself for some random reason. I have put a bit of Loctite on it. Hopefully that will stop it, but you can still see there is a little bit of barrel wobble. I've put a bit of foam right now to stop it wriggling all over the place, hard foam. But I believe you can get, for the American spec versions, for the American market, you can get a fake Mach 2 for the GDR15 gas block. So if you can get that tube and the gas block, and really it might stop it creeping all about. But I mean, I feel it doesn't affect the accuracy from what I'm seeing. Still, I mean, I got my EOTech and my sight lined up, so where I'm aiming, I'm shooting exactly. Unless it's really windy day, then the BB might deviate. But on average, it's always on point. I use .28 G&G BBs. I've never had a barrel, well, BBs chewing. Oh, they are now and then, but that's probably, I think, impurities on the manufacturing quality in the BBs. On average, I've only had maybe like 4 or 5 ever really chewed up, but they're easy to clean, it's nothing complicated. Like all gas guns, this is the same. This is an electric gun, but you still got to look after it, you know, pull it out, lube it, clean it, blah 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 blah. You got to look after all your stuff. Even with normal AEGs, you still got to look after it. I mean, when people say they never looked after the AEGs and then it stops working on them, well, duh. What do you expect? You know, it's the same case with gas blowbacks. It's like a car. You don't look after it, it's going to break down. Same shit, man. But overall, it's great. I might change the hop later down the line, put a Maple Leaf one or Decepticon or an Autobot, just to get a little bit more accuracy. But right now, the gun is shooting fine. I'll probably put no more than maybe 10,000 rounds through it at the moment. It's still fairly new, hasn't got really much wear on it. But it's a head turner when people turn around and say, oh, can I play? I love it when I go to like game sites and, you know, you're sitting with these newbies, these rental players, and they're like asking about it, going, hey, yeah, play with it, and then they're, oh, and they try to pull the trigger, and the trigger is just like, and then it's like, no, you got to pull hard, and then when they pull it, oh, it's like, yes, it's a mil-spec trigger, maybe a little bit harder than a mil-spec, 4 or 5 pound, maybe 6 pound pull, 7 pound pull, but still, it's nice to get that feel and get their smile on their face. Oh, that's really nice. But besides that, this is my my feel and what I expect from it. The gun works flawlessly. If you can afford it, get it. Definitely. But now let's come into part 2. These. What do I feel about these? So this is the PTS EPM Mags. What do I think about them? It's their version of the P Mags. Got a little window here on the side, which is clear at the moment because there's no BBs in it. You can see the follower go down. It's got an orange follower here, as you can see in the video. There you go, orange. It's got orange head as well. It goes all the way down. It's switchable between 120 and 30. All you got to do is pop this out like that. Unscrew that, screw there, and then just pull the thing out and just switch. There's a little tab here. Switch it, and that's it. Nothing complicated. Sturdy. It's hard polymer plastic. It feels good. My only gripe would be, one, it's 50 British pounds, so it's probably equivalent to 50 US dollars. I'm not sure. I bought it in pounds. Expensive per mag, let's put it that way. And also, it's hard to find in the UK. I bought these from Hong Kong from PTS themselves. To justify the shipping, I had to buy at least 4. I'll probably buy more down the line because I don't like the metal stand tag mags. But I like these ones. The little window, I think, it's a novelty at the end of the day, because at the end the gun will stop if it's empty. But I guess it's kind of nice that it kind of tells you how many BBs left in it. I mean, it won't tell you every single amount of BBs in it, because at the end of the day it's just a little small ass window in the corner here. You don't really see much, do you? I mean, what can you see there? Nothing really. But I mean, as it follows up like that, you get, like I said, either 120 or 30 rounds. It feeds fine. I've never had an issue with feeding. The only problem I would really say is really hard to fill it up once you hit a certain point. I mean, I'm putting all my effort into this mag, okay? And I've heard it's common with all these new PTS style mags. I've heard it. I've seen people getting those windy things, and then they're getting to a point, oh, it's stopped, but then you just put in more and more, but you're putting a lot of force into it. Sometimes you're feeling you're going to kill the spring on it. I don't know why it's so hard, but that's just what it is. The mag itself is hard polymer. It's got a lot of serrations here, here, and here. It's got this little thumb bit, so if it's in a vest you can pull it out like that. Overall it's cool. What I love probably the most is empty. No wobble. No wobble. That is what I love the most. It feels great. There's no wobble on it like the metal ones where you're rattling around. I mean, I've got another metal one. No, I don't have all my metal ones lying around. Do I? No, I don't. Actually, hold on. No, I don't. But this is the best. It feels great. I'll definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to buy one. If you can afford it, get it. It looks much better and it looks much cleaner on the vest, I say. I will be doing another video later on, next couple of days, on my plate carrier. I've upgraded my plate carrier. I've gone away from the Fly Cry ones. I sold to my buddy for his birthday, and yeah, I sold it for his birthday. Yeah, gave him a discount. And instead I got the Warrior Assault Systems, the low vis one, which I find is nicer, but I'll get into that in another video. I hope you like this video, guys. Like I said, we're going to be doing much more in the future, so stay liking all my videos, keep an eye on everything, and we'll catch you in the near future in some kind of play field or some play games or anything like that. Like and subscribe, and stay safe.